Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of the Rebel Road Breakers. My name is Celina Rose, and let's get on with it. Well, what's going on with my camera here? There we go. So, in today's episode, I want to talk to you about breakups and the effect that they sometimes have on us. Someone reached out to me last week and told me that she was going through a breakup and that she had really just, like, for the past 3 weeks went into pure survival mode. Sleep, eat, work, copy, paste, repeat. And that made me so sad for her, because we don't have to go into survival mode and shut our entire systems down when we're going through a breakup. We really don't have to. But the thing is, when we do this, excuse me, when we shut down like that, it's because, first of all, it's because we don't want to feel the pain. We don't want to feel the things that's actually going on inside of us. We don't want to own the grief. We don't want to own the pain. That's one thing why we just shut down, because, it's too much. Nope, gonna go the other way. But the other thing is that if you place your entire happiness, your entire being, your entire bane of existence on this entire on this other person, when he or she is gone, then what do you have? If the bane of your existence, if your only source of happiness disappears, is being taken away from you, something that you cannot control, of course you go into survival mode, because there's nothing that makes you happy anymore. There's nothing that gives you any joy anymore. So of course we shut down. But why? What is to prevent you from actually being your own source of happiness? What is to prevent you from going out and about and enjoy yourself while being in pain? Because both can coexist. It's so much easier to attach to the pain and connect to the pain and have that be, the bane of why we're here, because we're going through this hardships and it's so hard. And yes, and my heart is bleeding for her, and I feel sad for her that she's going through this, because it's not a fun experience, but it doesn't have to be a suffering experience either. We don't have to suffer just because we are going through a breakup, or any other kinds of pain for that matter. Loss. We choose how we want to navigate our pain, what we want to do with our loss. And the more we numb out, the more we shut down and go into survival mode, the longer time it actually takes to move through this. The longer time it actually takes. So the more you're able to stay present with what is hurting and doing things that you enjoy, the faster it goes, the better it becomes. While I was on this dating process, to find my man, I also had my heart broken a couple of times. I also had, these men that were showing up for me beautifully, and we connected, and everything was good, and I enjoyed myself with them so much, and I loved spending time with them. And then all of a sudden it was just, and then we're gone. And at the time I was working with the coach at that time, and I told her that it feels so weird. Like I'm in so much pain because I'm so sad that this has happened, that we're no longer, working towards becoming a union. But at the same time, I feel good. I feel happy. I am still going out doing things that I enjoy. I am still being me. I am not letting the pain crush me. And it was such a surreal experience for me at the time. This is a couple of years back. Because this was actually the first time where I was like, didn't let the pain caused by other people crush me. I was able to stay true to myself, to my power, to who I am. Because I have learned to enjoy myself, regardless of whether or not I have other people around. Like, I spend most of my time alone. And I fucking love it. Most of my time I spend alone. Of course, I have my kids, but during the days, most of my time I spend alone. And I fucking love it. I enjoy it so much. I enjoy my own company. I go to sleep with a smile on my face. I wake up with a smile on my face. Because I'm happy in me. I am happy with being me. And that's one of the things that we got to work on to be able to not shut down when we experience loss, when we experience grief, or anything like that. We got to be able to stay true to who we are, regardless of what's going on. Because if we abandon ourselves every time something hurts, every time something bad happens, it creates a dissonance inside our body. We don't have that connection anymore. We don't have, the connection to our essence, to our who we are. So no matter where on the planet you are, no matter when you're hearing this or seeing this, no matter what state you're in, what mood you're in, what's going on in your life, what can you do for yourself today, right now, that makes you happy? And if happiness is way overreaching for what you are available to feel and experience right now, what can bring you joy? What can bring a slight smile to your face? What can make you relax? What can make you calm down? Because for a long time, I actually thought, I'm laughing a bit because it's kind of funny. I thought that having all of these feelings inside of all these good feelings, all these happy feelings and relaxed feelings and all of that, then we were just able to, no matter how and when and where, we just able to snap and then everything changed and we would have that feeling that we wanted. Meaning that I completely disconnected from the physical world. I was completely disconnected from the physical world and only lived in my world. And that's the exact opposite of what the woman who told me about the breakup did. She completely disconnected from her inner world and only lived in the outer world. I switched around. That was my thing. And if we're not living in the physical world, of course, we're still doing the things, but we're not allowing anything to really touch us. We're not allowing anything to really affect us. We're not allowing things to have an impact on us when we're speaking about positive feelings. Of course, we could, have of course, sadness and anger and all that shit. Oh, sure, yeah. That could be evoked in me from outside. But I didn't see the joy, I didn't see the beauty, I didn't see the fun, I didn't see anything like that. It was just cut off. It did not exist. So learning to actually accept, not accept, that's the wrong word. So accepting, that's more like it, accepting that the physical world is allowed to have an impact on us was actually a steep learning curve for me. And this comes from because a lot of coaches, at least when I came into this world, was saying that nothing should be allowed to touch you. You decide how you want to feel all the time. And whereas that is true, you do decide. But we are also human. And if we walk around with the decision that nothing can hurt us, nothing can touch us, we are going to put up so thick walls around our hearts, around our being, around our energy, around who we are, because nothing is allowed to touch us. So it's really just walking around with the coat shield of armor and thinking that, la, 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 la. It didn't lead me anywhere. Of course, I grew a little, but it was actually only when I allowed everything to exist that stuff shifted, that things started to happen. And the deeper the connection we get with our bodies, especially as feminine beings, not women, feminine beings, it doesn't matter if you're male or female, faster and more rapidly it goes. Because we are so conditioned to live in our minds, to live out here. And if we don't go in and go down, down, deep, we're not really present. And it's like, the more we go in and go deep, the more we actually see outside, the more beauty we see, the more we notice things that we didn't do before. And the more we shine, the more true to our being we are. So this was some of the things that I told this woman. Depending on how open you are, depending on how not open you are, it varies the answers. Because that I give, that I provide. Because my answers in a one-on-one container, they are always intuitively guided. Always intuitively guided. So I don't say something that I don't feel intuitively that this is for you. I don't just speak from my mind. Not even now. I'm not thinking, I don't have anything planned. Everything that I'm coming through me is from this deep rootedness inside of me. It's coming from my intuition. It's just speaking. And that's what happens when you trust in yourself, when you allow yourself to be present with everything there is. You come in such deep contact with your body, with your heart, with your womb, if you're a woman, that it doesn't wobble you. Pain happens, grief happens, loss happens. But if you take your power back, take your energy back to you and feel, okay, who am I? What am I? I kind of see it not as a squid, but an animal like that. You know, you have your heart space, your being, and then like all the energy arms. The kraken maybe just less creepy. All the energy fangs and arms that just going out and about and trying to attach to everything outside, trying to numb out, trying to find what can I attach to, what can I focus on, where can I, and the more we have all of these out and about, the less that comes in. So roll all of those arms in, roll them in, and keep them close to you. So everything that actually goes out from your heart comes right back in. Because you got to fill this one up. You got to fill you up. Just like the oxygen mask on the plane. You got to take care of yourself first. Because no one else can really do that. Because the better you take care of you, especially in periods of pain, the better you will actually feel. And you are allowed to feel good, even though you're experiencing pain. And when we think that we're not allowed to feel good, even though we're experiencing pain, it's like we're putting pain on this pedestal that, oh, no, we gotta keep it, we gotta keep it, we gotta be here. But no, you don't gotta attach to the pain. You don't have to attach to the pain to let it stay. You can just attach to your being. Attach to the present moment. Attach to your happiness. Because you are allowed to feel happy. Even when something is sad. Even when something is painful. We just gotta allow ourselves to do it. And the only thing that doesn't allow ourselves to do it is this one. Because it's much easier to just wobble in sadness and pain than it is to actually deal with it and move through it. Or at least that's what our mind thinks. Because the more we deal, the more we move through, the easier it gets. And that shit is a promise. Thank you for listening in on this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.